Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lone Star Alliance Playoff Lacrosse. You are looking live at Ford Sports Village at the Z-Plex in Melissa, Texas, as Game On Sports Network brings you exclusive coverage of today's Lone Star Alliance Division II semifinal lacrosse playoff between the East Texas Baptist Tigers and the Missouri State Bears. Alongside Jim Dixon, this is Brian Shackelford welcoming you to this afternoon's broadcast at the Z-Plex in Melissa. And Jim, our second semifinal of the day moves us up to Division II for a matchup between two division champions. The East Texas Baptist Tigers are Central Division champions and bring a 4-4 record into today's contest as the number 3 seed. The Tigers face off against the Missouri State Bears, who are the number 2 seed and champions of the North Division. And a rare off year for Missouri State. They have a 6-8 season record, but keep in mind the Bears have played opponents above their weight class for most of the season. Now these two teams meet this afternoon for the first time with the penultimate prize on the line, a berth in tomorrow's Division II championship game.
Yeah, and I kind of couch this thing up to throw records out of the way and look at what they've done in recent and East Texas Baptist. We called the game against Tulane, and since then, their coach and the name says it all, Savage, got out of the hospital from a motorcycle accident. He's on the sideline today, but since instilling himself back with the program, put this thing back on track, and these guys have been playing solid since. Missouri State, on the other hand, their record, I don't care. I mean, I know exactly what they're going to do. Coach Kern's going to come in. He's going to adopt a bar fight mentality, and he's going to go pick fights with every cat bigger than him to see what he's got.
No, Coach Kern definitely not afraid to play higher division opponents, as a lot of their opponents this year were Division I opponents in the Lone Star Alliance and in other conferences within the Men's Collegiate Lacrosse Association. So the Missouri State Bears, no stranger to a tough matchup, and this should be a very interesting semifinal here today at the Z-Plex in Melissa. As we're just about set to get underway, your officiating crew for today's game: the referee Edward Carr, the umpire Boyd Guy, and the field judge Donovan Stamps. And a scramble for the loose ball in the middle as we're now underway in this Division II semifinal.
Yeah, if you watched our last game, this is more of what a traditional face-off looks like. You have the principals at X scrambling, trying to get an upper hand to scoop. The wings come in and involve themselves, and that's kind of what you're going to see at this level.
And East Texas Baptist controlling on the near side, number 27. Working with number 19, goal line extended, that's Tyler Wathen. They go back up top as East Texas State down to 45 on the shot clock here in the opening minute of our first quarter.
Yeah, and East Texas, they're gonna set up, look for matchups, and take the shots when they appear, as they just did, and got shut down from the goalkeeper Wood, who's getting some well rewarded time and goal today.
And the attack by Missouri State thwarted by East Texas Baptist, as now the Tigers try to get the ball across the line, and instead they lose the ball out of bounds. So our first unforced error of the afternoon in favor of Missouri State, as they will control with just over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The attack will start here on the near side with number 10, Raymond Isa. Isa being marked by the Tigers, number 2, Corliss Emery. Now on to the pitch for Missouri State, that's number 4. And 60 on the shot clock for the Bears, as we still have no score here in this Division II semifinal from the Z-Plex in Melissa.
You'll see Ebert work back through X on the backside. He's kind of the guy that sets the tone as they work in on the offensive attack.
The ball out of bounds on the far sideline. And Missouri State will be awarded possession. They'll bring the ball back into play with 42 on the shot clock, as we move under 13 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Still no score from the Ford Sports Village, as the winner of this matchup will advance to the LSA Division II championship game tomorrow afternoon. And we'll have that for you right here on Game On Sports, as Missouri State with the opening goal of the game, and they establish a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Waddles was out on the wing, had that open up on a lake cross, and just went top shelf on East Texas.
Taking a look here at the replay, and a nice goal there by number 34, Jacob Waddles.
Yeah, Waddles, one of the guys you really have to key in on as far as who's going to take shots, who's going to set tone on the offensive side.
Whistle here as we'll reset. 80 on the shot clock, and it will be Missouri State in control as they have a 1-0 lead here to begin today's game at the Z-Plex in Melissa. Marshall Swope will pull back, allow the offense to get in position, as now Swope misses the pass, the ball across the timeline, and now East Texas State will take advantage as Dominic Desjardins will attack for the Tigers.
Yeah, Desjardins picked the ground ball up nifty on that top side, and East Texas is going to go into work here.
So with the attack up top, number 16 for the Tigers, they come goal line extended on the near side with number 19, Tyler Wathen. Working with Wathen on the near side, number 27. As Thomas Desjardins with the ball.
Yeah, Hook's unable to handle that down low, kind of at his ankles.
And a shot on goal, another goal for Missouri State, as Missouri State will extend the lead to 2-0.
Yeah, Ebert went in on the wing up to right up to the point of the crease, went back, pulled his shot back, went back around backside, fed up top on that open lane, and Missouri State opted to quick strike.
And I believe, was it 14 or 24 with the goal there?
Ebert set up, and ref got that shot off on the top side.
So Noah Ref with the second goal of the game for Missouri State, as they now have a 2-0 advantage. A ground ball loose on the Missouri State side of the turf. Picked up by the long stick midi for the Bears. Number 15, Brian Cole.
Yeah, Cole brings it in, sets it up. Ebert comes up in. He's kind of the guy they're going to set everything through.
Waddles working in X. He'll come to the near side. A quick shot and a goal for Missouri State as darting in number 19, Ian Anderson, will extend the Bears' lead.
Yeah, Anderson comes in across the goal face as East Texas collapses back in to reset. That shows up on that outside wing on that narrow goal face.
And now 3-0 the lead for the Missouri State Tigers here in the opening stages of quarter number one here at the Z-Plex in Melissa. We still have 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And it looks like the Bears' scheduling is playing to their advantage, having played very strong opponents all season long, albeit a losing record. But they are exerting their dominance here today in this Division II semifinal.
Yeah, they're a solid squad. We've been fortunate enough to cover them over the last couple of 2 or 3 years, and they're always a team that's going to be set up for the playoffs.
And another goal by Missouri State, but a penalty flag comes out at the same time. So we'll see if Alex Zoff gets credited with the goal. And we'll check the penalty flag as well, as our referee, Edward Carr, will come over and give us the call.
Coach Savage is opting for a timeout here, trying to resettle his guys, get them back all on the same page.
So a stoppage of play here with approximately 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. And the goal is good for Alex Zoff. And as we come back from the timeout, it will be a man-up advantage. So credit number 17, Alex Zoff, with his first goal. And four goals by four different goal scorers here in the first 5 minutes for Missouri State.
And Brian, that's what you're going to see out of Missouri State. They push the ball around. They have talent up and down the bench. So you're going to see a kid. You may not call his name in the first half. He's going to come out and he might score a hat trick for you in the second half. They just they move the ball around. There's a lot of opportunity. Coach Curran, the way he runs his program, if you want to get in, get hungry, and get after it, there's opportunity for you.
And East Texas Baptist with one timeout remaining here in the first half, as quickly it is a 4-0 lead for Missouri State, and we're halfway through our first quarter in this Division II semifinal. So if this trend continues, Jim, it's going to look like East Texas Baptist here may be clearly outmatched this afternoon by Missouri State.
You know what? They're a good, solid club. It's good to see them here. It's good to see that, particularly with, the escalation or increase in what they were doing, prior to the Tulane game, and the way they could kind of turn it on here late. It's great to see them here, and that's kind of what you want to see. Missouri State's just a different cat at this level.
And Missouri State controls the faceoff once again. A shot from distance, and a long stick midi gets his name in the scorebook. That's number 15, Brian Cole, with goal number 5 for the Bears. It's now 5-0 the advantage for Missouri State over East Texas Baptist. So the Bears scoring goals just 34 seconds apart in game time, and still over 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. 5-0 advantage Missouri State.
Yeah, and they're really able to dictate tone and pace of this game. And East Texas Baptist, they need to kind of match that, be able to give opportunity, have these kids generate from that.
And another attempt on goal by Brian Cole goes just wide. Deflected by the goalkeeper, number 33, Michael Boza. And Boza, 6'2", 195-pound goaltender out of Miami, Florida. Already with his hands full this afternoon, as he's allowed 5 goals to the Missouri State Bears in just under 8 minutes of game time.
Nice, handy come in. Way to pick it up from Hooks. Just drew pressure from Missouri State, but nice little one-handed grab.
And Alex Hooks will maintain control for East Texas Baptist. But the turnover here to Missouri State, and the Bears go back on the job as they're down to 60 on the shot clock. A steal there by Alex Hooks and the Tigers.
Yeah, Missouri State on the doorstep, just unable to handle it in transition.
And East Texas Baptist will set up top with number 15, Dominic Desjardins, as he'll come to the near side with number 2, Corliss Emery. Emery being marked on the near side by number 4 for Missouri State. A shot deflected by the goalkeeper. That will reset the 80-second shot clock. And the loose ground ball picked up by number 16, Tyler Cole for Missouri State.
Yeah, Emery with a great penetration in, going cross-handed.
And a shot, a mom goal there. as number 34, Waddles, billows the net, but it was on the outside of the net, so no goal for the Bears. But they'll maintain control and reset the shot clock.
Yeah, Bosa did a great job about closing that inside or that top side pipe.
Action on the near side as number 7, Andrew Tipton, will give the ball back up top. Working up top, that's number 19, Ian Anderson. Anderson already with a goal in this contest. The low shot, goal line extended on the far side out of the cross of number 14, Carson Ebert, wide.
Yeah, Waddles already set up an X. He'll bring in.
The ball back up top in the cross of number 11, Marshall Swope. Swope working back against the grain. The shot over the top of goal as Boza watches it sail into X. But Waddles in X for Missouri State, and they'll maintain possession, but it's down to 25 on the shot clock for the Bears.
Yeah, and Sergey gets underneath the Missouri State shooter on the far side, which kind of turned the key for him.
And the play coming here to the near sideline, out of bounds. And it will be Missouri State with possession. The clock moving once again with just over 4.5 to play in the opening quarter. And still a 5-0 lead for the Bears. Ian Anderson, wearing number 19 today, takes the ball around the far side. He'll get it back, goal line extended. Double covered on the far side. Looking on the near side here with Raymond Isa. Penalty flag in the air against East Texas Baptist. And that will allow Missouri State to play the advantage as they still have 50 remaining on the shot clock. Anderson works goal line extended far side. He'll come across. A quick shot and a goal by number 7, Andrew Tipton.
Yeah, Tipton got free, opened up that lane and just kind of glided across. Nobody came in to close the lane down and had that top side beating Bosa down low.
And we'll check the penalty, but it will probably be waved off on the goal being scored with Missouri State having advantage. So now 6-0, Missouri State leading over East Texas Baptist with less than 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter.
Yeah, having Bosa, he's a big body in the pipes, and having him commit early is what they're able to do, and this defense has to come out and put perimeter pressure, force the hands of the Missouri State shooters.
And Noah Ref battling in the faceoff circle with number 36, Gavin McCutcheon. And another faceoff win for Ref and the Missouri State Bears. Charging down the field on the near side, number 4 for the Bears. And that shot just wide by Carson Ebert. Shot clock reset at 80 as East Texas Baptist now with possession. Alex Hooks down the far side, and he's pushed out of bounds by Missouri State. And the Bears will take over as we approach 3 minutes remaining in our opening quarter. Alex Zoff now up top for the Bears. He'll dish off to number 11, Marshall Swope. As Swope will stroll down the near side, he'll take it down goal line extended and then press the attack. In X, that's number 14, Carson Ebert. A shot from distance over top of goal by Jacob Waddles.
Yeah, Waddles unloaded that thing low to high, and the high was very high. The high was like Bucky's beef jerky high.
They'll reset now up top as Alex Zoff being challenged by number 2, Corliss Emery. I'm not sure if that was the horn ending the first quarter of play or not. And so that is the end of the first quarter of play here in this Division II semifinal from the Z-Plex in Melissa, Texas. The end of the first 15 minutes. Missouri State 6, East Texas Baptist 0. And in that first 15 minutes, Jim, it was all maroon and white as the Bears cruised to a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, and Missouri State came out, established it very quickly, forcing East Texas Baptist to really recover on defense, and they haven't been able to do so with great effectiveness. But they really need sustained possessions on the offensive zone, and that'll stop them from having to play on their heels.
And folks, while we have a moment here, Game On Sports would like to thank one of our sponsors today for the lacrosse championships. That's Game On Sports Network's appreciation of Big Bad Carts. Big Bad Carts does custom has to offer. From mild to wild, they can do it all from their offices located in Salina. For more information, check them out on the web at bigbadcarts.com. Game On Sports would also like to thank one of our sponsors for this weekend's games, Next Gen Audio Video. Next Gen Audio Video has been serving North Dallas since 2010 with services that include home theater design and installation. You'll have peace of mind knowing that all of your audio video needs are in the hands of people who care. For more information, visit their website at nextgenaudiovideo.com. And as we're set to begin the second stanza here in this Division II quarterfinal, the teams will switch ends. Missouri State now shooting to the goal to our right. And the Bears poised to extend this 6-0 lead over East Texas Baptist.
And leave it to Missouri State to know how to deal with the wind. All it takes is a Gatorade bottle.
Just a Gatorade bottle with a little bit of weight.
There you go, Gatorade bottle and your cones, and there your gate is established.
Well, until that gust of wind comes over that broke the tent earlier,
That's true.
Once we get to 40 miles an hour, I'm not even sure the Gatorade bottle will save us. But for the meantime, in the steady 20-mile-an-hour breeze, the 28-ounce Gatorade bottle is doing the trick. So the loose ground ball scooped up by East Texas Baptist. And Dmitry Sergeyev going the wrong direction until he's corrected by his teammates and says, "Oh, my bad. That was just a fake out."
Nice pickup of a ground ball. The direction thing will come, but the ground ball was
excellent ground ball win for Sergeyev. And now the Tigers will control. They have the shot clock down to 50. As the ground ball picked up by Noah Ref, and quickly the Bears go back on the attack. Noah Ref charging down the far sideline, marked by Corliss Emery.
And again, the early schedule paying off, conditioning paying off, and you're seeing that for Missouri State.
Exchanges by both teams as number 14 for the Bears. Carson Ebert will control an X. And he'll dump off now to Jacob Waddles, working goal line extended on the near side. Up top, that's number 10 for the Bears, Raymond Isa. And now Waddles goes back up top with number 11, Marshall Swope. So the first team still out. A shot by Swope. And a nice save there by the Tiger goaltender, Michael Boza, as he keeps the lead at 6-0.
Yeah, Boza with a nice save. Unfortunately, the clear kind of got a little befuddled going wide when the clear man's on the inside.
Working on the far side, Missouri State with possession once again as Andrew Tipton has the ball in X. 2 men in X now for the Bears. As Carson Ebert will go far sideline, goal line extended. And then they move the ball back up top with Raymond Isa. Isa being challenged by number 6, Ben Ireland. A shot from distance blocked by East Texas Baptist. And Justin Brian will control for the Tigers. A quick turnover back to Missouri State as Raymond Isa will work with the ball on the far side. And Carson Ebert will hold things up to get the offensive set on the field. The shot clock down to 60 as we approach 12 minutes remaining before halftime in this Division II semifinal. Ebert working the clockwise rotation behind goal to Andrew Tipton. Tipton looking for a shot, and he gets away from his defender and scores his second goal of the game. So Andrew Tipton with the last 2 goals for Missouri State, and it's now Bears 7, Tigers 0.
Yeah, Tipton cleared backside, ran his man into another defender, and really, that just opened it up. All he had to do was drift across the goal face, open up that backside.
So now a 7-0 lead for Missouri State. As we have just under 12 minutes remaining before halftime, and Noah Ref returns to the center circle with Gavin McCutcheon. Ref pulls the ball behind him for a clean face-off win, and the Bears back on offense. Jet Rollins will move the ball over to Jacob Waddles on the near side goal line extended, as Waddles is marked by number 14, Philip Davis. So both teams will exchange players as the ball moves up top now with Ian Anderson. And Ian Anderson being watched by number 7, Stamos Giatrakis.
What?
Stamos Giatrakis.
You cleared that off your palate. Very nicely played.
He's from Cleveland. No, actually, Giatrakis.
Ebert upside, nobody really on him, drifted his hands, goes wide, about 2 feet over that top corner.
A shot once again by Tipton, saved by the goaltender Boza. And another loose ground ball as East Texas Baptist tries to control. I have to remind myself not to say East Texas State, although those 2 schools have the exact same colors of navy blue and gold.
That is true. That is very true.
And of course, the East Texas State, well, what used to be East Texas State, it's now Texas A&M Commerce. They have the one mascot that we're missing here from today's game, because you've got the Bears and the Tigers. Who are we missing?
The Lions.
The Lions. So yeah, see, that shows you how old I am. I remember that school as East Texas State, but now it's Texas A&M Commerce. But yeah, they have the same navy and blue color scheme. As we do have some Lions fans in attendance.
Who is the quarterback out of there that played in the NFL?
Oh, and see, now you're making me think.
I can't remember.
I don't get paid to think on the weekends.
It'll come to me. I don't know. But yeah, the transition game for East Texas. I mean, Bosa's making solid saves. Just the transition game is disrupting.
And the long shot downfield from the goaltender right into the cross of number 24, Noah Ref. The shot deflected by Boza. It comes out goal line extended on the near side to Alex Zof. A wraparound attempt by Carson Ebert off the post. And that will be collected by the Tigers, number 21, Carson Luce.
Yeah, the aggressive clear, not really something you see out of the Bears offense or transition game, but worked well at that point. They thought they could get a quick strike goal.
Noah Ref with a shot from distance just to the left of goal. And that will allow the Missouri State Bears rather, to bring the ball back in with 63 on the shot clock as we roll with 9.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. The Bears taking their time here with shot selection. Leading 7-0, they can afford to be a little bit choosy at this point, Jim, and just look for the open lane. As Raymond Isa will work on the near side goal line extended.
Yeah, they're really kind of at this juncture of the half, they're dictating pace. And Waddles got his hands clear off his man, went over top, went on that downside corner, and Bosa unable to catch up to it, set up on that near side pipe.
So Jacob Waddles with his second goal of the match. And folks, your new score here in this Division II semifinal at Ford Sports Village in Melissa. It's now Missouri State 8, East Texas Baptist 0. So a rare thing to see in a lacrosse match, Jim. And I wonder now if that will be the goal here of the Bears, to see if they can keep that goose egg on the board for East Texas Baptist.
Yeah, the rare shutout is something, in particular on the college level, you know, and in the shot clock era. But
the loose ground ball is still active, and the referees will blow the play dead. They award possession to East Texas Baptist. And the Tigers have control of the ball with 8.5 remaining in the second quarter. Working up top for the Tigers, number 16, Dante Petrini. And Petrini working with number 2, Corliss Emery. Now Alex Hooks tries to put a move on the Missouri State defender. Goal line extended on the far side. The ground ball out of the cross of number 19, Tyler Wathen. And the ball comes bounding across the midfield stripe. Still a loose ground ball as Ebert for the Bears fights for possession. Out of bounds on the far sideline. And it will be possession to the East Texas Baptist Tigers.
Yeah, and East Texas right now is really focused on the fundamentals of small game. Win the small game. Win ground balls. Convert possessions.
Emery across the line for the Tigers. He'll dish off to Petrini. And Dante Petrini will take the ball goal line extended, looking for Tyler Wathen. A shot on goal deflected in front by the Bears defense. And East Texas Baptist not only being held scoreless in this game, Jim, but they have yet to get a ball onto the goalkeeper in this match so far.
Yeah, and you know, they're getting stymied on that transition part. They're having opportunity.
And there's a shot on goal just wide. A nice attempt there by Carson Lewis. But Lewis' attempt just wide of goal to the far side. Luckily, the Tigers with a man in X in the person of number 19, Tyler Wathen, and he'll maintain possession. Ball across the midfield stripe and over and back call against the Tigers. And now the Bears with possession, charging for Jacob Waddles. Ebert and Waddles play the two-man game, and Waddles will bounce it home for his third goal of the match. And that will extend the Bears' lead now 9-0 over East Texas Baptist.
Yeah, Waddles went down low, just dumped it on that lower corner.
So Bears 9, East Texas Baptist Tigers 0. With just over 7 minutes remaining before halftime.
And East Texas Baptist, they're having minor successes on small parts of the game, just have yet to put it all together and be able to convert into something that's tangible to go on the scoreboard.
And a bounce shot there by the long stick midi Tyler Cole, deflected away by Boza. And Missouri State will control as they go goal line extended on the far side with number 14, Carson Ebert. So 9-0 the advantage for Missouri State as we move into the final 7 minutes of this first half. Ian Anderson now circling around goal. They go back up front for Waddles. Waddles with a backhand shot, mom goal into the side of the net.
Yeah, Anderson.
Boza picks up the loose ball.
Yeah, Anderson felt that pressure on his back and was able to clear that. Didn't know how far into the goal he was, but that was going to be a handy setup. Bosa shut it down.
And now East Texas State maintains possession on the foul call. Or pardon me, East Texas Baptist, as number 13, Alex Hooks, with possession. Hooks working on Waddles. He'll shoot. And there's the first Tiger shot of the game that gets all the way through to the goaltender, Thomas Wood.
Yeah, and they, again, gathering little parts of the game that they got to kind of piece everything together. They're having minor successes, and they just got to find that, stop the momentum of Missouri State, and again, that shift just went away from them.
And moving down quickly, a goal for Missouri State, and they now have 10 on the board here this afternoon at Ford Sports Village. We'll take a look at the replay on the latest Bear goal. So now Missouri State 10, East Texas Baptist 0, with just over 5 minutes remaining in our first half. The loose ball controlled by the Tigers' number 22, Justin Brian.
Nice handy ground ball pickup for the pole. Rolls that into the offensive zone, and they look like they might be cooking at this point.
Dominic Desjardins with control for the Tigers as he works up top with number 16, Dante Petrini. Goal line extended on the far side, number 19, Tyler Wathen. Back inside to Alex Hooks, a shot just wide of goal.
Yeah, Hooks with a nice shot, cleared his man, got his hands free, just went a little wide on that inside pipe.
They'll bring the ball back up top in the person of number 9, Avery Cook, the leading goal scorer. A shot from close range by Petrini. It does not go in.
Yeah, Petrini with a nice little putback, just a little inside of goal line extended, had to reach around.
And a quick shot there, bouncing off the crossbar. Jacob Waddles looking for his 4th goal of the game and just narrowly missing that opportunity. He bounces it off the top of the crossbar, already behind Boza with an opportunity to stick that in the goal. Instead, Missouri State will reset 70 on the shot clock. As we now have 4 minutes to play before halftime, the bouncing shot by number 4 just wide. And possession for the Bears as Andrew Tipton will bring the ball back in from X. Waddles on the near side going back up top to number 17, Alex Zof. 7 different goal scorers in this match for Missouri State. So, Jim, the offensive production has been spread around.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. They reward work, and you're gonna get an opportunity if you're able to show up and work the program.
And a low shot and a goal there as number 14, Carson Ebert, puts his name in the scorebook. Now 11-0 the advantage for Missouri State.
Yeah, Ebert just streaking down that lane and had contact, went through that with a nice dodge, gave him a little shoulder, had that thing open up, no late slide, and just right into the back of the net.
3:17 remaining here in the first half. As back in the center circle for the faceoff. Noah Reff battling against number 1, Blake Lind. Still the loose ground ball and controlled by Lind and the Tigers. East Texas Baptist on the attack, looking for their first goal. And that one off the post on the near side. That ball had actually gotten behind Thomas Wood. But luckily the Irons saved the Bears there from allowing a goal for the Tigers. A shot and a goal from distance. And that's the second goal of the match for the long stick midi, number 15, Brian Cole.
Yeah, Cole unloaded that, and again for Bosa, that has a whole different look coming in off the 6-foot pole.
And now 12-0 the score by Missouri State over East Texas Baptist as we look at the replay here on the goal from distance by Brian Cole. Just zip that one right by the goalkeeper, Bosa. And we'll return to live action with just under 3 minutes remaining in the half. In the center circle now for the faceoff, number 17, Alex Zof. A loose ground ball still up for grabs. And it's controlled by number 24 for the Tigers, Salvatore Piero. Although taken away immediately by Alex Zof. So a long way to go for Zof to get the faceoff win for Missouri State.
Yeah, and the wings for East Texas Baptist, I mean, they are forcing the issue. They're making these guys work.
And they credit a goal there as Carson Ebert just draws the inside of the net for Missouri State. And that's now the 7th goal in this second quarter. And it's Bears 13, East Texas Baptist 0.
Yeah, with enough velocity to find a hole in the back side of that, so it went all the way through.
And it does do exactly that, tearing through the netting. As you can look now on the backside as the wind is billowing that net out, you can see the hole right there where Carson Ebert's shot went through on the 13th goal of the match for Missouri State. In the faceoff circle now for the Tigers, number 88, Jet Rollins. And he wins the draw versus Gavin McCutcheon. So another offensive opportunity for the Bears as we're inside of 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Yeah, the Bears are going to go down, set up, work the clock. They're going to get a matchup that they want, and they're going to be a lot more picky about their shots.
So 100 seconds to play before halftime. 50 on the shot clock for the Bears. As you're right, Jim, it looks at this point now up by 13 goals. They will be extremely selective about their shots and just look to take time off and get a healthy crew. Of course, as I say that now, number 4 zips one in from 34 yards out. And it's now 14-0 in favor of the Bears.
Yeah, just unloaded in that top corner. Had Bosa set up inside, not really expecting the shot, and just unloaded.
So 8 goals in the second quarter by the Bears. And they now lead over East Texas Baptist 14-0. And I believe, Jim, with this advantage, we'll see a full running clock here in the second half of play.
Yeah, I would imagine so, unless something dramatic happens.
Noah Ref battling in the faceoff circle. He finally wins that draw. So you've got to give credit to Gavin McCutcheon there. He's not giving up easy draws, but Missouri State still seems to win the faceoff. But at least McCutcheon is making the FOGO specialist for the Bears work to win those faceoffs.
Yeah, now, and like I said, that this is more of what you see traditionally. You're not going to see a clamp lock and the face-off guy take off. You're going to see a lot of more wing involvement, ball being pushed around, strategy of where to go once body placement with the balls locked down.
And a loose ground ball scooped up there by number 6, Ben Ireland. The ball still loose on the ground, moved into the offensive zone for East Texas Baptist. And now Ireland controls for the Tigers. They'll get the ball forward to Wathen. He tries to poke it by the goaltender Wood. And Wood equal to the challenge with less than 30 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, really, I think he'd have been better off just giving that little bit of play for Wood to set up and see if he could get him to commit rather than running along with him.
And winding up from distance from 25 yards out. Number 15, Brian Cole, earns the hat trick. And that's not something you see every day with a long stick midi with a hat trick. But Cole now with 3 goals in the game, and it's 15-0 in favor of Missouri State.
Yeah, and Missouri State, I mean, they are in the process of running away with this thing, but East Texas Baptist has their challenge is to build on the little game, build on the fundamentals, see what they can get going, and get some momentum. But certainly need a sustained offensive possession, get some matchups, get some favorable matchups, take the shot that they want.
And the faceoff win that time clean for Blake Lind, as a whistle with 4 seconds to play in the half. Ball awarded to Missouri State. They'll get one last opportunity here in the second quarter. As the horn sounds, bringing us to halftime. Folks, we've reached the end of the first half of play here from Ford Sports Village at the Z-Plex in Melissa, Texas, as Game On Sports Network brings you live exclusive coverage of the 2024 Lone Star Alliance Lacrosse Championships. And folks, your score as we head to the halftime break in this Division II semifinal. It's all Missouri State Bears. They lead 15-0 over East Texas Baptist. And Jim, I would say the Tigers have their work cut out for them in the second half of play, but in the last few minutes from East Texas Baptist, I think at this point, even at halftime, they're already resigned to their fate.
I don't want to fault anybody. I think this is just two programs heading in two different directions. The philosophy of Missouri State is to be competitive on the national level. They challenge themselves early. East Texas Baptist is in the process of building a program, and they need to accept the fact that just being here and playing in this tournament is
big win for them.
Is a big win, particularly when they're where they were at midseason and early season form. I don't like seeing anybody dejected. I don't like seeing mismatches the way this is shaking out. But really, it's no more fault than philosophy of what both programs are trying to do, and unfortunately, you find yourself in a bracket where you're matched up.
Indeed, and folks, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the second half of this Division II semifinal from the Z-Plex in Melissa, Texas. So stay with us. We'll have third quarter action coming up right after this break. You're watching Lone Star Alliance Playoff Lacrosse live on Game On Sports Network.
the start, but I would never do you wrong. Ready for something more. Flashing my head. This is the part where you say yeah. This is the part where you say yes. Looking for something more than one night. This is the part where you say yeah. This is the part where you say yes. This is the part where you say yeah. This is the part where you say
And folks, we welcome you back here to Ford Sports Village at the Z-Plex in Melissa, Texas, alongside Jim Dixon. This is Brian Shackelford bringing you live coverage of today's Lone Star Alliance Division II semifinal between the East Texas Baptist Tigers and the Missouri State Bears. And Jim, the first half, all Missouri State as they take a 15-0 lead into this third quarter.
Yeah, it's kind of like the stock market, all Bears.
A very bear market here this afternoon at the Z-Plex in Melissa as Missouri State looking to get out of this game injury-free and punch that ticket to tomorrow afternoon's Division II championship, which we will have for you live right here on Game On Sports. We don't have an exact start time for that game. We're thinking approximately 1 p.m. Central, but folks, stay tuned to the social
fluid.
media outlets.
Oh, we're fluid.
Well, these have been changing as necessity dictates, of course, as we're trying to work around the weather here. Thunderstorms expected later this afternoon, so that's forced the brain trust here at the Lone Star Alliance to condense today's schedule and try to get all 6 games in today as quickly as possible. The backhand shot there by Tyler Wathen just missed as Thomas Wood stays in the game for Missouri State. We thought that we might see Trenton Meeks, the first-string goalkeeper for Missouri State, but Coach Kern, I think, feels comfortable to stay with the goalkeeper Wood as his Bears have a 15-0 lead.
Yeah, and I think I think they feel like they could dictate pace and don't mess with the chemistry, and there's plenty of lacrosse for tomorrow.
No, and we've talked about that many times in the football games we've done. You get into a position where, as they say, you don't fix what isn't broke.
Exactly.
So Wood doing a fine job in goal right now. So Coach Curran is going to play his hunch and leave Wood in the game, as Missouri State controlling once again. And play stopped here, as now with the 15-goal lead moving into the second half, a full running clock and a goal, as it's now 16-0 Bears. And a goal for number 7, Andrew Tipton.
Yeah,
his third goal of the game.
Tipton just had to drift up, accept the pass, find that lane, and get Bosa to commit to the inside.
Noah Ref in the center circle for the Bears, being challenged by Blake Lind. And Ref with the clean face-off win, he'll charge downfield. Puts a shot on goal just wide. And Missouri State will control. They still have 76 on the shot clock as we approach 12 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Jacob Waddles holds the ball, goal line extended on the far side. Now he'll try to work around. Wrap around looking for the shot on the near side. Nice defensive work there by number 17 for the Tigers, Caleb Kearns.
Yeah, Kearns just shut that lane down. You gotta like to see East Texas bowing their backs here.
A shot by Waddles, and that's in the net as Jacob Waddles with his 4th goal of the afternoon, and that will now make it 17-0, the Missouri State lead over East Texas Baptist. Take a look at Waddles' 4th goal of the game here on the play.
Yeah, Waddles with the late slide coming in just found himself really in a one-on-one with Bosa.
As we move under the 11-minute mark here in quarter number 3. It's Andrew Tipton in the face-off circle. Oh, pardon me, no, that's 17, Alex Zoff in the face-off circle. And the victor this time, number 36 for the Tigers, Gavin McCutcheon, as he wins only his 3rd face-off of the afternoon. And East Texas State now the ball in the hands of number 13, Alex Hooks, as the Tigers still on the hunt for their first goal this afternoon in this Division II semifinal.
Yeah, and East Texas Baptist, they have the right personnel and just need to have things fall their way, take care of the ball, do the little things, and see what they can do as far as creating opportunity.
And Missouri State with the save. It's picked up by Cole, looking for his 4th goal. Great save there by the Tiger goalkeeper, Bosa, as it looked like Brian Cole was about to put his 4th tally on the scoreboard this afternoon with the long stick.
Yeah, Bosa, great to step up on that corner and shut it down. We have Hooks down here for East Texas Baptist.
An injury timeout on the field as the clock will stop with 9:47 remaining in the 3rd, as Alex Hooks down on the turf. He'll make it back to the bench under his own power. Like he may have taken an accidental shot in the helmet.
Kind of a free-for-all along, just on the other side of the midline. Both teams playing aggressive, and things are gonna fly, things are gonna land.
And as we resume play, we'll have just under 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd, as Missouri State will be in control. Clock winding now as Carson Ebert will put the ball back in play. A fresh 80 seconds on the shot clock for Missouri State. A loose ball up front, and the ground ball won by number 6, Ben Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland comes in on that check.
Ireland looking for Tyler Wathen, and Wathen can't find the handle on the ball. And the unforced error returned the ball back over to Missouri State as the clock continues to wind now under 9 minutes remaining in the 3rd.
Again, the little things not getting taken care of. Tipton with a nice flat-footed shot just over the head of Bosa, and
Tipton bidding for his 4th goal of the game as well, and just narrowly missed it, as it remains 18-0 the advantage. Or no, pardon me, 17-0 is the score. Or no, that was the 18th goal of the match right there. It's now 18-0 the advantage, and make it 19-0 as the floodgates now open for Missouri.
Yeah, Ref with an open run in and takes it from about 20 out.
So Ref now with his 2nd.
And again, we talked about this at half, Brian, and really it's just philosophies of programs heading. You know, nobody to fault this in the least, and you know, Missouri State's doing what they came to do, and East Texas Baptist is doing what they came to do, and you know, you just want to see East Texas have some, you know, be able to walk out of here with some successes.
The ball controlled on the near side by number 26, Dmitry Sergev, and Sergev's shot on goal deflected. Penalty flag coming.
Yes, Sergev crossed the goal face, tried to get the behind the back dump, and really you kind of want to see him opt out for a cleaner shot.
And Cole takes another shot from distance, the ball going out of bounds, and now we'll get the penalty call coming up against East Texas Baptist. And Tyler Wathen will sit in the sin bin for the Tigers. A man-up advantage for Missouri State for the next 60 seconds. The last thing that East Texas Baptist could ill afford to give Missouri State. So now Wathen in the penalty box, a man-up advantage for the Bears. And a fresh 80 on the shot clock. Jacob Waddles tries to go high-low and sails it well over the top of goal, as Tipton will bring the ball back in play for the Bears.
I'm going to keep my hands free to catch hats.
Yeah, everything sailing around now, and with that goal, that's number 11, Marshall Swope, as he has his first tally of the afternoon. And that's now 20 goals on the afternoon for Missouri State.
We've just lost the shot clocks, fallen victim to the wind here.
Yeah, you don't like to think about it, Jim, but at some point, if this wind continues to intensify, it's got to be a playing hazard for these players, because things are just moving in all directions at once now, with the wind just blowing everything sideways here at the Z-Plex.
Yeah, and there was, like I said, we are completely fluid on the weekend as far as start times, and we are out here in Melissa, but there was talk of moving tomorrow's game to get them in the ideal playing condition.
Be sure to stay tuned to our social media. Search at on Sports Network on your social media outlet of choice, and stay tuned in on Championship Sunday here in the Lone Star Alliance Lacrosse Championships for 2024. The Division III championship will be first by Division II, and then the big Division I showdown for the title, as we have Division I finals coming up right after this. Looking to tip the game off at 2 p.m. Two Division I semifinals on tap here for our final games of semifinal Saturday. In one semifinal, it will be a rematch of a game that you and I covered earlier in the season between the LSU Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. The other Division I semifinal will pit the TCU Horned Frogs against the undefeated Texas Longhorns. And there's the first goal of the match, as Alex Hooks recovers from his ear head injury. Baptist on the board.
Yeah, Hooks with a handy pickup, grab the ball up on the goal face, or on the crease, went cross-handed, drops the hammer in, and just these little minor things are going to hopefully build for East Texas Baptist to walk out here. And you don't want to couch yourselves on moral victories, but certainly you want to see some momentum build.
So now 20-1 the score in favor of Missouri State. But it's like you had said earlier just a few moments ago, Jim, these two teams came into this match today with two completely different objectives. And it's good to see East Texas Baptist move forward with their objective of coming out here as Central Division champions and at least holding their own against a powerful Missouri State squad this afternoon.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, I mean, East Texas Baptist, you can look at their schedule, and this is the first game that I think on the books that they've had that they've been challenged like this, and it's not that they're ducking anybody or hiding away in the piney woods, but they are certainly not in a program trajectory where they would press themselves early, and this is something that happened by happenstance to fall yourself shadowed in a bracket with Missouri State, but you want to see more successes coming from them.
And Noah Ref diving for the loose ball. It will be out of bounds off of Ref. And as we have just over 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, it will be the Tigers on offense. A quick shot and another goal for East Texas Baptist. This time it's number 15, Dominic Desjardins. So now 2 straight goals for the Tigers. And it's now 20-2 as Missouri State maintains the lead. So now back-to-back goals by Alex Hooks and Dominic Desjardins have taken the goose egg off the board for East Texas Baptist. 22 the advantage, 20-2 the advantage for Missouri State, as we have less than 90 seconds remaining in the third. Jacob Waddles controlling for Missouri State on the near side goal line extended, as Alex Zof will take the ball and wait for the offense to come on the field.
Yeah, you really need the Tiger defense to step up here and see if they can get a turnover, positive clear, roll into the offensive zone, and get that part of the ledger cleared for the day.
Raymond Isa will take the ball back into X, and the ball lost, picked up by the Tigers with the ground ball one, Justin Brian. And Brian will hand the ball off to Philip Davis, charging forward with the long stick. And East Texas Baptist will inbound with just over 30 seconds to play. Number 3.
Yeah, they'll have an opportunity to reset here, get the right package on the field, and see if they can, hang another goal.
So now Alex Hooks challenging goal line extended on the far side. They come back up top with number 16, Dante Petrini. And the shot by Petrini just wide.
Yeah, not really the shot you want in that situation. Work the ball around a little bit more. See if you can draw a good matchup and get a clean shot.
And the horn will sound, ending our third quarter of play. 3 quarters of the books here this afternoon from Ford Sports Village at the Z-Plex in Melissa, Texas, as Game On Sports Network brings you live exclusive coverage of the 2024 Lone Star Alliance Lacrosse Championship. And your score, folks, as we head to fourth quarter in today's Division II semifinal. It's Missouri State Bears 20, East Texas Baptist Tigers 2. And Jim, as you said, the 2 different programs, different trajectories, as East Texas Baptist, a young team that in only their 3rd season under head coach Elaine Savage won the Central Division, but they have just come up against a juggernaut in the nationally ranked Missouri State Bears, as the Bears are, quite honestly, they're looking past this tournament. They're looking toward the national championships coming up next weekend in Round Rock.
Yeah, I mean, and they don't come into this. They don't come into this looking, looking for whatever's here. They're looking at Round Rock, and that's kind of the focus of what they're doing, and come down here in the southern part of the Lone Star Alliance and fit in nicely with some of the D1 teams. So East Texas Baptist has nothing to hang their head about on this loss or on this game thus far, what you want to see is, you want to see them come out and execute, find some small things that they can walk away from and build on.
And that's what the Tigers will attempt to do here in the final 15 minutes of this match here today at the Z-Plex in Melissa, as they have a lot to build on and look forward to for next season, as it should be a very competitive 2025 season for the Tigers.
I mean, as they progress, and they have, obviously we got a game tomorrow to solve, and as they go on, the question is depth. Their roster not really thinned out, but certainly graduation's killing them. And last time I checked, that's what they come to school for, is to graduate. So that's a good.
I think that depends on the school.
Yeah, that's a good successful
and
sign.
the sport.
Yeah, very true.
So we begin the fourth quarter here as Missouri State in control once again, as they look to avenge the 2 goals scored by the Tigers in the third quarter. And a quick move there by Jacob Waddles as he puts his 5th goal of the afternoon in the net and reestablishes a 19-goal lead. It's now Missouri State 21, East Texas Baptist 2.
Yeah, Waddles just came in side, got Bosa to commit to the inside post and dumped to the top side where that 3 feet opened up.
As we take a look on the replay here, the nice deke by Waddles. Fake side goes low and now has 5 goals in the match this afternoon. As the Missouri State Bears are just 14 minutes away from a date in tomorrow's Division Championship game, as they look to defend their Lone Star Alliance Division II championship. They were the Division II champs last year in a game that you and I called at the Ford Complex at SMU.
Yeah.
The shot wide there by number 16, Tyler Cole.
Had some wicked velocity on it. Got free, came from the bottom deck to go a little bit wide.
And now some new faces in the game for Missouri State as Coach Curran now getting some substitutes in to get some game action here in the semifinal before they have to take on a new opponent in tomorrow's championship game. Some of the first team still out there is number 11, Marshall Swope with possession. He'll go up front looking for Waddles. Waddles tries to sneak that through. And a nice save there by the goalkeeper, Boza. Waddles trying to get a little bit too tricky there. And Boza with a nice save.
Yeah, I think they're playing a little bit freer and trying to get some of those backyard shots that in high school resulted in a dent on the garage door.
Penalty flags come from all 3 officials as number 21 Carson Lewis is tripped on the play near midfield. Another penalty flag coming in as referee Edward Carr starts to empty his pockets. Lots of yellow handkerchiefs on the field, and we'll let Edward Carr and the officiating crew sort this out.
Yeah, Luce was down there kind of getting beat up. Nothing more than
And 2 players now in the penalty box for Missouri State. Number 11, Marshall Swope, for the tripping call, and an additional penalty against Missouri State. So this is now a 2-man advantage for East Texas State. And as you were talking about earlier, Jim, this is an excellent opportunity for East Texas Baptist to continue their evolution as a team and try to score here with the 2-man advantage.
Yeah, and
charging for Jet Rollins, double shorthanded. And there's the story of the afternoon right there as Jet Rollins takes the ball 2 men down and puts in the net to increase the lead. They reestablish a 20-goal advantage. It's now Missouri State 22, East Texas Baptist 2 on Rollins' first goal of the match.
Yeah, 2 long passes on that clear resulted in Rollins just really having a lot of room to run, getting Bosa to commit to the inside pipe and ripping the top net.
So Rollins now becomes the 11th different goal scorer this afternoon for Missouri State, as 22 goals scored by 11 different players. Leading the pack is Jacob Waddles with 5 goals. And hat tricks also for Brian Cole and Andrew Tipton. As the wind now starting to increase in intensity quite a bit here at the Z-Plex in Melissa. We've got just over 10 minutes remaining in this match, and Missouri State leading by 20. East Texas Baptist will control as Alex Hooks will dump the ball off to Dante Petrini, and Petrini will quarterback the offense for the Tigers. 50 on the shot clock for East Texas Baptist.
I think we're still trying
another
to get,
goal.
You're trying to get the penalty cleared up.
Yeah, still technically a shorthanded goal there as we look at the replay. As it appears, number 16, Dante Petrini, has scored for East Texas Baptist.
Yeah, Missouri State with a self-imposed man down.
So Petrini with the goal, and that cuts the advantage to Missouri State 22, East Texas Baptist 3, as the clock continues to move under 9 minutes remaining in the game. Jet Rollins in the faceoff circle against Blake Lind. Still a loose ball controlled by East Texas Baptist. A big hit as he tries to dislodge the ball and does so. Now Ref with possession for the Bears.
Yeah, ref coming in, a man checking in, overlooks the screen and is able to set up down low as Missouri State comes in with the right matchup here.
So now Carson Ebert up top with Jacob Waddles. The first team still out there for the Bears.
17 coming in.
As we are, and the Bears looking to extend the lead to their largest of the afternoon. That shot by number 4 blocked away by Boza, the goaltender.
Boza with a nice stop, had it in on the net and just couldn't settle it.
Charging forward for the Tigers, number 20, Bowen Buchanan. As Buchanan.
Yeah, Buchanan on the errant pass went down to the end line, got his man streaking, just couldn't settle it in the net, but could have been handy if it could have converted.
And now Missouri State with possession once again, as number 17, Alex Zof, will bring the ball across the timeline. Zof dishing off to Carson Ebert. 60 on the shot clock as the Bears go to work once again. And we have less than 7 minutes in the match. A screen from Keaton Slaminski allows Ian Anderson to get to the far side. A shot from distance. Some mustard on that one from Alex Zof, but Boza, the goaltender, equal to the task for the Tigers.
Yeah, and again, opted for the aggressive clear and may have been their undoing. Nope, they held on to possession.
And now a shot, a goal, as Desjardins puts his second goal in the net this afternoon. So 2 goals in the game for Dominic Desjardins. And your new score here at the Zplex in Melissa, Missouri State Tigers 22, Missouri State Bears 22, East Texas Baptist Tigers 4.
Yeah, Desjardins was streaking. Nobody picked him up, and just kind of on a look away, just really had would commit to the downside. Went to the far side of the goal.
So Noah Ref and Gavin McCutcheon back at the faceoff dot for their respective teams, as the clock moves under 6 minutes remaining in the fourth. A scramble for the ball still as scooping in number 21, Carson Luce, with the long stick to control for East Texas Baptist. A loose ball in front of the net. Ground ball opportunity there picked up by Dmitry Sergev. And Sergev's shot on goal just a little bit high and wide, but the Tigers bring the ball back into play as we have 5 minutes to play in the match. Alex Hooks, one of the goal scorers for the Tigers. He'll work up top with Dominic Desjardins. Hooks dumps off to number 26, Sergev. Down to 35 on the shot clock for the Tigers as they are working methodically here to put their 5th goal on the board this afternoon, Jim.
Yeah, and Hooks up top. I mean, I hope he likes cereal because he's eating checks up there. He's just taking on bouncing around, taking shots, looking for an open man, getting it down the lane, and then coming back out, but unable to convert.
And Missouri State now with possession, as Tyler Cole will bring the ball across the timeline, dishing off to Raymond Isa. And just over 4 minutes on the clock, separating the Missouri State Bears from tomorrow afternoon's Division II championship game. Number 4 charging in for the Bears. Works off of number 12, Aiden Burwise. And the shot wide and out of play, but the Bears bring the ball back into play. They have 45 on the shot clock as we have less than 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Missouri State's very physical. You can see they don't counter off on these bull dodges. They will take on a hit and know that there's separation after that. You'll see them roll. You'll see them take on contact, roll back out, and create that space that they need to operate in.
And East Texas Baptist will lose the ball out of bounds. A fresh 80 for the Missouri State Bears, as they will work the ball around up top now to Carson Ebert on the far side. He'll try to challenge inside. Goes back out to number 4. Number 4 with the shot. And he'll put his second goal of the afternoon in the net, as that will now establish the largest lead of the day for Missouri State. As the Bears now, or no, it's a 19-goal lead now, as it's 23. East Texas Baptist 4. We'll take a look here at the goal by number 4 for the Bears. So the clock rolling with just over 2.5 to play in the match, as East Texas Baptist looking for another goal here to close out action today. That loose ground ball scooped up by Noah Ref, the face-off win for Missouri State. They lose the ball once again. And that ball up in the air, claimed, or almost claimed. Now it's picked up by Carson Ebert. Ebert for the Bears, goal line extended on the near side. We'll take the ball back up top with Ian Anderson, as we have less than 2 minutes remaining in this semifinal. Anderson holds for number 17, Alex Zof. 45 on the shot clock for the Bears. Zof takes the ball into X, looking for Tipton. But a nice deflection there. The interception by East Texas Baptist, number 22, Justin Brian. And with 90 seconds to play in the match, the Tigers have one final opportunity. The ball poked forward, but right into the cross of number 16 for Missouri State, Tyler Cole.
And that was that clear that you were looking for to establish what you're capable of, where you just dump 2 passes, get into the offensive zone, and that hasn't been there for the Tigers at all today.
So the Tigers bring the ball back in from the end line, as Justin Brian will put the ball in play. Dumps off to the goalie, Bosa. Less than a minute remaining in this Division II semifinal, as this match has been all Missouri State, and they will advance to tomorrow afternoon's championship game. The Bears now with another steal, but that loose ball still on the turf, picked up by Jacob Waddles. Waddles looking for his 6th goal on the afternoon, 35 ticks remaining in the match. Raymond Isa now pressing forward, gets inside the zone. A shot and another goal. The first of the afternoon for Raymond Isa of Missouri State.
Yeah, Isa drawn a lot of attention going in. And just over the head to set up down low.
And that's now 12 different. As we take a look here, and the horn sounds, ending today's game with your final score: Missouri State Bears 24, East Baptist. And Jim, I think this was the tale of 2 different programs searching for two different outcomes here this afternoon as East Texas Baptist just looked to make a good showing. But Missouri State has their eyes set on advancing through the championship tomorrow and making a statement in the national tournament in Round Rock next week.
Yeah, it's certainly something. If you find Missouri State on the other side of the bracket, certainly at this level, it's something that's going to cause you some consternation and pause, because you've certainly got your day cut out for you. But East Texas Baptist, I mean, to be here off of what they were, what they did earlier in the season, and to find themselves here into the playoffs is admirable. And you know, they have a couple little things that they can identify to build on.
And with the victory today, Missouri State will play in tomorrow afternoon's Division II championship game. And we'll have that matchup for you live right here on Game On Sports Network. So stay tuned to our social media outlets for the exact game time tomorrow afternoon. We're thinking it will be around 1 p.m. Central Time, but that exact time will be determined later this evening. So stay tuned to GameOnSportsNetwork.com for more information on the start time tomorrow afternoon. So as we wrap up action here this afternoon, folks, we want to thank you for joining us this afternoon. Missouri State 24, East Texas Baptist 4, as Missouri State advances to the Division II championship. We'll be back with our final game of semifinal Saturday at the top of the hour, as we'll have the LSU Tigers facing off against the Texas A&M Aggies in what proves to be an exciting division final. So until then, production crew and my broadcast partner Dixon, this is Brian Shackelford thanking you for joining us this afternoon and for your continued support of Lone Science Championship Lacrosse. Until later this afternoon, good afternoon and God bless from Melissa, Texas.